morning, everybody. This is Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I want to try to show you guys some of the cats that we have just not seen this week. Good morning, Dad. This is Max Bobcat. Hi. Hello, Victoria. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Susan. I'm going to try to say hello to some of the cats we haven't really seen much of this week. This is Marianne. Good morning. Everybody's going to be really eager for breakfast today. Max and Marianne have the honeymoon suite. Beautiful waterfall. Beautiful lake view. Hi, Sandy. Walk around and meet them on the other side. Hello, Lee. Hi, Sonia. So we're just starting our morning with Max and Marianne. So the cats were fasted yesterday in order for them to get their flea medication today. So the feeding process takes quite a bit longer. Hi, Marianne. So the keepers are in food prep with Catherine, prepping all of the diets. Good morning, Pam. Thank you, Denise, for your donation. Yeah, I love the lake view too, Deb. That's why I started with it this morning. It's a beautiful morning. It feels slightly cooler. At least it did when I was on my golf cart on my way over. Hey, buddy. I always keep my distance from these two because of that. So I wanted to, I was trying to think back to my walkabouts this week to see who all we hadn't really seen much of, and I know Max and Marianne hadn't been on there. Hello to Dallas and hello to Ohio. Yep, everybody's nice and hungry. Good morning, Melanie. Thank you, Joanna, for your donation. We haven't started the flea treatment yet. The keepers are all in food prep right now, prepping all of the diets. Oh, that's not very nice. So it takes a little while to get all the food prepped. Thank you, Jean, for your donation. It's Bravecto and it's in pill form, and the cats are super smart, so we have to get really creative on getting them in their diets and then getting them to eat those diets. Hey, ma'am. Thanks, Lorena, for your donation. Nope, everybody's still waiting on breakfast. It's only 8:06 a.m. here. Hey, ma'am. What's this all about? Well, these two are always this excited for breakfast, whether they've been fasted or not, so. She's being all vocal this morning. I love all the different Bobcat vocalizations. So I'm actually going to be helping Catherine a little later, so I'm kind of waiting on her to radio for me, so I'm going to stay live as long as that, and then we'll see if we get to see anybody eat or not, but most likely not, because with flea meds, these cats can smell it coming. So again, we have to get really creative, we have to be really patient, and feeding takes extra long on a day like this, so most likely not. I don't like to be a distraction to the cats while they're eating, because that happens a lot. You guys marking each other now? Well, usually breakfast starts between 8 and 8:30. It usually takes about an hour. You tell him. Say, this is my personal space. My personal space. Hi, mister. All right, so let's walk around. Another beautiful view of the lake. Thank you, Haley, for your donation. We've got the Tiger Boys over there. This is where our wedding arch is. Had a couple weddings here this year. I think we've got another one coming up. So we'll hop on the cart And we're gonna go to the center section because I believe that's pretty much where we didn't spend a lot of time this week. I try really hard to give everybody their moment of fame. I know everybody's always got their favorites, but we like to make sure everybody gets the attention. So let's go see some of the cats that live in center that we haven't seen yet this week. We did a live pretty much every day this week, so if you missed any of the cats, just go back from starting on Monday. You can watch the live feeds. Yep, fasted, it's just like when you have to go to the doctor to have like blood drawn, they tell you not to eat for a certain amount of time. That's what the cats are doing. We need them to be nice and hungry in order to take this flea medication. They live here in Tampa, Florida, and humidity and bugs can be pretty unreal. So we absolutely need them. Sorry, I had to swing you around for this gate. The flea medication is very, very important. All right, so back here, we're gonna try to see Diablo and Chaos and Cyrus, Zemba and Dez. Make our way up to Beecher and Hutch. Oh, there's Diablo. And I'm sorry, I'll apologize now if I'm missing your questions. It's a little bumpy back here, so I have to watch where I'm walking instead of the camera. Dee Dee. There's Diablo. Hi, Pumpkin. Can we say hi to you? No. Oh, where are you going? Oh, no. Hey, Bud. Yeah, that's Beecher. Diablo. No, we don't have any breeding that goes on here, so no babies. This is Diablo. He's a Savannah cat. I'll try one more time to get a view of him, but if he runs, I'm gonna let him be. He's definitely one of the more shy cats. Hi! And I don't think he always knows what to think about this camera and stabilizer. Hi! Sleepy boy. Are you shy today? That's Armani Leopard calling. Oh yeah, and we'll also try to check in with Natalia, who went on funcation yesterday. Can we get better shot of you? You gonna let me? Hi, Bud. Hi, handsome. There we go. He is a cutie pie. He has gorgeous green eyes. Yeah. Sweet little Diablo. He seems to always get a little bit of a crush on his neighbors, and he really likes, he liked Cyrus when he was next door, but he really likes Chaos. Oh, now we're settling in. Yes, Jeremy.
And Austin, what's your location?
We do offer tours here. We're open every day but Thursday. Today is Thursday. We're closed on Thursdays because that's the day we get all of our noisy projects done, like mowing and weed eating and all the stuff you wouldn't want to hear or see on your tour. You can go to bigcatrescue.org/tickets and find out all the different ways that you can visit. Oh, I have to show you what's directly behind me. Cyrus. Are you being so silly? Your ears were sticking out the top of your lockout. It's so funny. Hi. This is Cyrus Caracal. Yeah, I know. So this is, yeah, your vocalizations. This is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. If you're new to us, we are a GFAS accredited sanctuary. That means we don't buy, sell, trade, breed, or touch any of our animals here. They've been rescued from private owners, circuses, all around some tough, bad situations. Some sad stories here. You can learn about every single one of our cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. Yeah. Yeah. Sweet boy. Yes, Cyrus is a caracal. So these cats get to come here and actually, oh, what was that? The car door. They get to come here. This is kind of like their retirement home. When they come here, they get to live out the rest of their lives here. You're so silly this morning. He's silly every morning, actually. Yeah, Kim, I was actually really amazed by all the different vocalizations of the cats. Bobcats especially make just such a variety of noises. Thank you, Karen, for your donation. And a lot of times they do sound like birds, which is really interesting. It kind of makes you wonder how many times you've been out hiking or wandering around in wilderness and hear these noises thinking they're birds and they're not. Hey, Beth Ann. Just hanging out with Cyrus for a minute. Of course, he's about to tell us he's done. Let's actually backtrack over here a little bit and see if we can see Des Serval. Good morning, Mary Louise. All right. And for any of you that are new to us, you do need to understand that we don't advocate for a life in a cage. We don't like seeing cats that belong in the wild in cages. Hi, Chris. So if you want to help us put an end to that, we'd really appreciate it. You can go to bigcatact.com and make the call of the wild for us. Hi. That was my Serval hello. This is Des. Of course, he's hiding behind grass, always. Summer, the caracal didn't necessarily want to be touched. What cats do when they want to mark something as their own is they usually rub. They have a lot of glands, so they'll rub on everything. They'll spray urine on it. What you doing? So Des is actually, yes, thank you, Deb, bigcatrescue.org/Desiree. When Desiree was found on the side of the road in Arizona, he already had 3 legs. He was overall healthy otherwise once he got here and got situated. Never really had to sedate him. We only do that if it's absolutely necessary. And years later, when we sedated, we discovered that Desiree, we thought was a female, was definitely a male. Barbara, they spray because it's urine, and that's how they mark their territory. They do it in the wild constantly so that they'll let other cats know that they're in the area and that this is mine. So Des only has 3 legs. That's how he was found. Hey, Michelle. And thank you to everybody helping me answer questions. I only see 1 or 2 at a time, and they fly by. And thank you to everybody who's donated. That's wonderful. We are a complete nonprofit, so everything you spend in our gift shop or our online stores or coming here for a tour and your ticket prices, all of that goes back to the care of the cats. Hi, Bud. Yeah, it's shocking actually how fast Des really is on 3 legs. Thank you, Corey, for your donation. I really appreciate it. Anna, the females also spray. Oh, are you being cute? Are you being so cute? No, most of these cats have either been bred in captivity, they've been used in breeding, pay-to-play schemes, things like that, used in performances and circuses, private ownership. We only have a handful that have come from the wild. We have 3 cougars where a hunter shot their mother, and in that state there is no rehab and release, so they spent the rest of their lives in cages, but luckily it's been here. We didn't separate them or breed them. And the only other cats that have come to us from the wild are usually cats that are no longer able to be rehabbed because humans imprinted on them. Good morning, everybody. If you're just joining, this is Des Serval at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. He would be native to Africa if he hadn't been bred as somebody's pet. The question went by really quickly about, I think, shipping to Australia. I believe our main website, bigcatrescue.biz. We do ship internationally from there. I know Amazon has some weird restrictions. We are on Amazon as well. So definitely check out our website, bigcatrescue.biz. All right, sweet boy, let's go see if your rowdy neighbor is around. Yep, I already see him. He's in his favorite spot. He loves to hide in the grasses. Hi. Are we gonna be able to see you at all? Not very well. This is Zimba. Hi. Hi, sweet boy. So this is Zimba with a Z. bigcatrescue.org/ZIMBA. We do have one coloring book on our website, the bigcatrescue.biz site. I have been contemplating, but we would have to find artists to work with on getting some line drawings that you could color of our actual cats, but that's a bit of a process, so yeah. Chris, that's funny. Yeah, I have about 100 nicknames for every cat out here, so it's... You're not in a great spot for us to see you. I think he plans it that way. He's very smart. Let's see. We're in the center route right now, so this would be if you were assigned as a cleaner or a feeder here and you were in center, you'd be seeing all these cats. Meow. This is Hutch. Hi. Meow. Hutch is also an African serval. Oh. Him and Beecher are neighbors and they love to chat. Yeah, all morning. And then all afternoon. Cats sleep for a majority of the day, so. You're so silly. He's part of the grass eating club. I love it. I was thinking about, I know in pet stores they sell those little kits where you can grow your own grass for your domestic cats at home, and it just makes me laugh because we definitely have quite a group of cats out here that just really love chewing on it. It's a certain type of grass out here, but they love it. So convenient that it just already grows for them. Cyrus has followed me over here and is now playing in his bush. So as far as the meows go, it's really just up to like the servals. The leopards make more of a sawing noise. Cougars are the largest cat that can still purr and make some sort of meowing noise. But everything larger than a cougar is more of a sawing or a roar. Did you stand up? And servals love to hiss. It's the official greeting of a serval. Got a very twitchy, curly tail, huh? We do sell calendars. I just saw somebody say something about a calendar. I know Afton is currently working on our 2019 calendar. We got the templates all ready, and she's got a lot of the photos picked out. It's just a matter of putting it together and getting it printed. What you doing? Breakfast is coming, silly boy. So we do a quarterly flea treatment called Provecto, and it's a pill that goes in their food. So feeding on that day takes an exceptionally long time, and that's what we're going to be working on today. So the cats are nice and hungry, which hopefully will help. Yeah. Let's go see. I know we haven't really seen Ginger much this week. Good morning, Sarah. Good morning to anybody who's just now joining us. This is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I'm one of the keepers and staff members here named Brittany. Yeah, our calendars are always really fun, really popular. Just got to get it out. see. Where's that ginger girl? Here she is. Brad, I think you might be meaning cheetahs, not cheaters. And no, we don't have any cheetahs. Cheetahs need a lot of space, a lot of room to run. And honestly, they don't tend to need rescued that much because zoos hold on to them and breed them. And this is Ginger Serval. Karen, I'm not sure. That's a Luana question. However, I know that Luana actually had to end up remaking those books because of I don't know if it was a publication issue or what it was, but poor thing. She had him so close to done and then something tragic happened. And she's remaking Mickey and Zeus books. Good morning, Janice. Where are you going, Ginger? Hi. So for any of you that are asking questions that haven't been answered, feel free to ask again, or I will definitely try to go back later in the comments. Oh, I thought you was walking away. I was gonna walk away too. Yeah. Oh, have a great day at work. I see Cricket, who we don't always see that much. You guys did get to see her come home from vacation yesterday. She came home and Natalia went out so that we can remove some trees from her enclosure. Good morning, Ashley. This is Cricket. Yeah, we think it's sad that they can never go free either. I believe breeding for life in prison is just wrong. Katie, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida, and yes, we are open to the public. Go to bigcatrescue.org/tickets for more information. Hi. So questions about Andre and Amanda, they were on my feed earlier this week and they're doing perfectly a-okay, to be honest. I had to keep reminding people how many cats we've had here that have had cage mates for almost 20 years and they lose a cage mate and we're all super devastated for them, but they actually tend to do pretty good. Armani's done really well, Running Bear's doing fine, Tiger Lily actually blossomed when she was finally alone. Cats are solitary by nature, and I don't know that they're as emotional as we are. So, thank you, Donna, for continuing to post that link. We'll definitely go in and clean up the comments. Sarah, Andy's doing okay. So Andy Tiger had gotten pretty picky as far as eating. They sent out a fecal sample and I believe we have the results back, but I haven't actually heard the news yet, but he has started eating again. He's just not been wanting to eat first thing in the morning, so. And Cameron and Zabu are on vacation rotation, and Natalia, our Amor Leopard, is on funcation. So let's head back down. That was Cricket Serval. So let's head back down to, here's Victor. We have some tree trimming guys that are here today. Good morning. Hello, Donna. So yep, the tree trimming's gonna start soon, so you'll probably want me to shut this feed down anyway. Let's say hi to Natalia real quick and then we'll go back over to Beecher and Chaos. And then probably by then I'm gonna need to go help Catherine. I'm coming, Beach. So if you watched some of our live feeds from yesterday, Natalia, hi, walked herself to Funcation. If you guys are new to us, Funcation is a 22,000 square foot enclosure. And look how smart she is. She's only been out here twice and she already knows this is the feeding lockout, so this is where breakfast comes. Yeah. Lori, I haven't heard when Nabisco will come out. Most of the cats come here with their names already, and if they don't, or it's a mean sounding kind of name, we'll usually change it to something that rhymes with it so that they've got some sort of association, or we'll do like some kind of voting contest with the staff or the volunteers. Dora, every day is a little different. We fully operate on the needs of the sanctuary, so some days we can't do lives at all because it's all hands on deck. We have just under 70 cats on 67 acres. All the animal care is done by volunteers and interns. Katie, today I won't be following feeding because I can sometimes be a bit of a distraction to the cats. They want to look at me or hiss at me more than they want to eat their food, and today they're getting flea medication, so it's really, really important that they eat. Hey, Robin. So just checking in on Natalia. Look how smart she is. She knows exactly where breakfast is gonna come. First thing she did when she got out here yesterday was went up on top of that platform in the center there and just thoroughly enjoyed it. But she'll get to be out here for 2 weeks. It's 22,000 square feet, and then our vacation rotation for our lions and tigers is 2.5 acres, and they rotate out there for 2 weeks. Sometimes I do follow feedings, but I am a keeper here, so sometimes I'm actually helping feed, which is why we can't go live. It's dangerous, so you gotta have your wits about you and be 100% paying attention to the cat. Can't be holding a camera. Morning, Robin. She's so pretty. Yeah, she's got like one of the best tails ever. Very floofy. She's an Amur leopard. She's one of the rarest cats in the world. There's less than 100 known to exist in the wild. Yeah. She's very stunning. All right, well, before the tree trimming guys get started, because it's gonna be loud, I'm gonna walk over to Beecher and Chaos, and then we'll probably have to wrap this up. Where are you going? She was trotting, I missed it. So if I've missed any questions at all, I promise I will go back later today and I'll go through the comments and I will reach out to you with answers or links. Hi. Hi, Beach Boy. This is Beecher, and he is a Savannah cat. His owner paid $10,000 or more for him. Built a huge addition onto her home with a koi pond to try to appease his wildness. Unfortunately did declaw him, and then after 3 years just realized he's wild and can't breed the wild out of a wild animal. A lot of people create Savannahs thinking they'll get the exotic, beautiful look of a wild cat and the attitude of a domestic cat, but a lot of times it happens in reverse, so there's a lot of throwaway cats, unfortunately. Hi. You so silly. Are you gonna talk to us? I'll be shocked if you're not talking. He's constantly mowing his enclosure. Like, if you look at his little tall grasses there. There you go. Hi. Yeah. He has trimmed all of those himself. Hi. He's a very good boy. Very, very good boy. And if you guys are just joining, these live feeds post automatically on our Facebook page as well as our Wildcat Walkabout show channel. So I've done a live pretty much every day this week, and we've seen practically every cat on property. Every cat that wanted to be seen anyway. you can always go back and learn new information and see the cats. We try to go live every day. Doesn't always work out that way. We're also in Tampa, Florida, so the weather doesn't always appease that, but we certainly try. Carol tries to go live in the afternoons as much as she can. She's very busy though. Hi, where are you going? Where are you going? When cats pass away, generally they're removed from the enclosure. We cremate them and then they go into a memorial wall here so we can ensure that none of their parts ever enter the black market trade. Most cats are solitary, so when cats do pass away that share an enclosure, be totally honest, not a lot of them act super different. I think we're more emotional about it than they probably are. You trimming your grass. Oh, wild man. A little beach boy. A little beach boy. Yeah. So silly. And a lot of people ask, okay, well, these were Savannah cats. People own them as pets. Don't they miss being petted? Afton did a great little video with our Savannahs trying to show if they wanted to still be petted, and they all ran or hissed or got testy about it. So we don't really believe so. We're letting them indulge in the wildness that they are. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can find Chaos. She's a little more elusive. Oh, there she is. But she's a little more shy than Cyrus. Cyrus is has really come out of his shell, to be honest. He was just as freaked out as she was when they first came here. Hi. I know. With the tree trimming guys, she's probably like, what's going on? I know. He's very hissy. I know. Oh, I'm sorry. I know. Okay. We're going to take that as a hint. A super hint. Big personality difference between her and Cyrus for sure. Let's see what time it is. Okay, I probably got to wrap this up. Let's get one last look at Cyrus. So when we started this feed, we started with Max and Marianne Bobcat. And we've seen Diablo, Cyrus, Chaos, Beecher, Natalia, Cricket. We saw Dez and Zimba. Hi, Bud. What you doing? Yeah, more trills. We'll end on that note. No, Thursdays are actually like my Friday, so I'm generally not here Friday and Saturday unless there's a need for me to be. My longer volunteer day is Sundays because I still have to get my volunteer hours just like everybody else. Yeah. I love that sound too. He's a pretty special guy. So Cyrus is a caracal. Him and Chaos were actually housed together. When they came here, they were spayed and neutered because we don't believe in breeding for life in cages. And we did try to put them back together and it did not go well. So we discovered pretty quickly that they don't really enjoy each other's company or sharing a space. So they live next door to each other, but they are not together. And they're both very happy about it. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Nabisco's doing great. I don't know when he's coming out yet, but his cage is prepared for him. So I just want to encourage you guys to definitely check out the other live feeds we did this week. You'll get to see basically every cat on property through the week. Lots of updates. Carol's been doing some awesome new news flashes, which are just short little clips of the coordinator reports, which is actually really cool. I love that idea. So thank you guys very much, and I will see you again soon. Have a great day, everybody.